Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Greg Michalowski from ForexLive.com. This is a Forex Quick Look on. Take a look at the dollar versus Canada as we head into the close, as we head into the new trading week. We're seeing a sharp move to the upside here in the dollar versus Canada over the last few hours of trading. Maybe it's the price of oil. Oil prices have moved sharply to the downside at the same time. When oil prices move lower, the Canadian dollar tends to move to the downside as well. So the dollar Canada goes higher. That's a weaker Canadian dollar. So we are seeing a rotation to the downside here, and oil currently trading at $90.92, down 77 cents or minus 0.84%, and also moving below the 100 and 200 hour moving averages. This is the hourly chart. That is more bearish for the price of crude oil, and if that momentum continues below those moving averages, that could see increased buying interest in the dollar versus Canada, selling interest in the Canadian dollar. So that's just a backstory for this for the currency pairs move to the upside. But technically, we're also moving above the 100 bar moving average on the 4-hour chart. That's the blue line in the chart. In the chart here, it comes in at 135.19 on the top side. We do have the 200-hour moving average at 135.41. And note earlier this week, as the price action here, where the two moving averages converge, the sellers leaned against those levels. Why? Because risk can be defined and limited against those levels. So if you can define your risk and limit it at the same time, you can easily sell against those levels. And if the price goes above it, get out and lose a little. If the price stays below it, you have a chance to make more than a little. And that's what the sellers here made in fairly decent order here on the way to the downside that we actually saw in trading here today. Now on the downside today, and it was today, and the low price for this week, the price did move into this swing area, a number of different swing lows and swing highs going back in time in this area, including here, here, here. We fell below it here and here, and also below the 100-day moving average on these two occasions, but then reestablished support here. And in trading here today, the market moved back into that area between the 1.3404 and 1.34214. Early buyers against the 100-day moving average as well as a 1.3401. So that move, this area did hold support like it did right here, and we started to rotate back to the upside, getting back above the 200-day moving average in the process. That's this green line right here near the 1.3458 level, and that also moved to the upside. So what next? Guess what? We need to get above the 200 bar moving average on the 4-hour chart. We couldn't do it earlier this week. We have to do it to get more bullish on this pair. If we're able to do that, we'll look toward the swing area between 135.64 and 135.85, and then we start to look into the extremes that we saw through here and here and here, where the price moved higher, obviously, in the dollar versus Canada above this swing area through here. So that is the upside potential here for this currency pair. But we do need to get above the 200 bar moving average on the 4-hour chart. That's a must, especially after holding it right here, and for the most part here as well. Now on the downside, if the price is not able to get through there, we'll look toward this swing area right here where we had a ceiling, and then we started to have floors here before moving to the upside. That level would need to be broken on the downside in order to increase the bearish bias. Then we look toward the 200-day moving average at the 134.58 level. And ultimately, if we were to go lower, we need to get and stay below the 100-day moving average. That's not an option. If the sellers are to take more control, we need to get below that level on the downside. So with the price currently trading between the 100 and 200 bar moving averages on the 4-hour chart, we're sort of in a neutral territory, but near highs for the day. We'll see if sellers lean against this area once again, push the price down. If they can get above it, it's more bullish. If they stay below it, sellers are still in play. There you have it. A look at the dollar versus Canada as we head into the end of the week and into the new trading week. My name is Greg Michalowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.